So, you nervous?
I'm always a bit edgy. I'm not nervous. It's just I like to really keep quiet. It's like doing a gig or something.
Well, you're going to have 2 hours on the train.
Yeah.
Just to sit.
I'd rather be bored.
It's going to be really early. I think we can jump on any train.
Jump.
Where?
There.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's just come out of McDonald's.
The creature looked at us for a few seconds, turned and walked slowly away.
John Glynn in McDonald's. He might have just been using the toilet.
Oh, maybe. But he had his haircut.
Yeah. For a wedding. I know. We told him to keep it.
Is it the magnets?
I don't know what it is. It must be a lot of electricity. Magnetic. Yeah, it must be building up. What do you call that? It's a loop. That's building up charge. Yeah. Alpha.
What's powerful?
The electricity.
Does it make you want to jump?
No, I'm sure it's a mess. Well, that's why they have all those ghost things. People seeing ghosts and stuff.
But
And there's only in a house. Like a house electricity. 240. Yeah.
what do they call them things?
Hello. Alright then. Alright, nice meeting you.
You're the first guy to come down with the guitar, so I'll have you.
I know.
How you doing?
Like, where the hell am I? Look. Oh, yeah, I'm alright actually.
Suntan, guitar, rabbit shirt.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Yeah. Well, sunburn. It was more burn than tan. I hope you don't mind. I want to do this. I want to sort of film in the session and film and then when you have the podcast, take the audio from that, use the audio from that, whatever gets used in that, and then stick it up on.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, all kinds of fine, Chris.
Sorry?
That's all kinds of fine, no problem.
Oh, alright.
If you want. I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah.
I'm really intrigued by your music. I think it's really good. The from the last album, Shoot and Playing Home Sweet Home.
Yeah.
Those were two favourites off that. I think they're great.
I've got Playing Home Sweet Home is one on the list.
It's completely up to you. And I say that the hour is there. Jay to the J is a really good sound guy. I've got lots of faith in him.
Right.
Yeah, because some people do the full sort of Miles Davis thing where they go on stage, turn their backs, and that's them done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can go from one extreme to the other.
I've tried that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried. I think I've tried everything that it's possible to do.
Yeah.
I always loved those bands who would just be really bold about, you know, how they acted towards their audiences.
Yeah.
Jesus and Meritain Chain would make a thing of turning their back to something.
Right.
And
Okay.
people would still love them for it.
Yeah.
You know,
For some people, I don't know whether it turned into a gimmick or not, and others like, really meant it.
yeah.
You know, for Miles, he was like, the music's important, not me. So don't look at me.
Yeah, but even that in itself, it sort of draws more attention to a person than if they've not said it at all.
I feel important. One thing about down here, it will get quite warm. We don't put the air conditioning on because it's a bit loud in the studio.
Oh, okay.
So, welcome to the summer.
Thanks.
Jay, is this as Jay Fisher or is this as Apple Rabbits?
I suppose so. Apple Rabbits?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I didn't really think it through. There's just oversaturation, there's just too many musicians. It's easy to do. So loads of people are doing it.
It's not easy to do with feeling or with meaning, or you know, it's something you can do by the numbers, but it doesn't mean that it actually conveys a part of you. You know, you tell a story with this, a part of yourself, and it's, when you say it's easy,
Well, I just imagine that it must be easy to do.
that's what you can do.
Just think. Yeah, I mean, I went to an open mic night the other night actually, and I was actually really surprised and really pleased about the amount of different stuff there was. I mean, the variety of stuff, the variety of things that people were doing. Because when I first started, it was all people trying to think Bob Dylan. Pretty much that was it. Loads of Bob Dylan in
I
place.
just go stand there and go, hey, and you're done. Well done.
That's what they did.
Okay, we're rolling.
Standing around my jaw, said no more I can be known. You never wanted me around. Do you think that I don't know? And I guess I will, and I guess I will be saved. I find someone else that's providing we get paid. Standing around my heart, said no more I can't be known. You never wanted me around. Do you think that I don't know? And I guess I will, and I guess I will be saved. I find someone else that's providing we get paid. Yeah. If you are leaving now, I could be so with love, but I'm so tired of everything. I say what could be said. You say, well, I don't know, but I don't want for anything. And I guess I will, and I guess I will be saved. I find someone else that's providing we get paid again. And I guess I will, and I guess I will be saved. I find someone else that's providing we get paid.
Hi, this is Roots Infusion on Stockport's Pure Radio, and we've got another artist in the Roots Infusion studio, and I'm really pleased.
All right.
Jay Fisher, welcome.
Hello there.
All right, otherwise known as Apple Rabbits.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the name of the band you're doing the album at the moment. Why Apple Rabbits? I always struggle with that name.
Yeah, it's a stupid name
No,
for a
it's
band.
not a stupid name. I think it's got something to do with the Wii game, Raving Rabbids. It's me who falls over. It's my fault.
It was years ago. It was an ex-girlfriend of mine. Actually, it was my ex-wife.
Okay.
When she had a school band, a pretend band at school,
Right.
and she called it Apple Rabbits. And for years while we were together, I wanted to nick the name, and she said I couldn't have it because it was.
Right.
And as soon as she,
So now you've got it.
when she went, I went, I nicked the name.
I've done a band briefly with the name AD399, so it's you know.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. So, the album that you've got out at the moment, okay,
Kilburn State.
Kilburn State.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. What's behind it? How do you come to that? Has it been a long time planning to come with that, or is it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I have video of me saying I am going to make an album. This is the album I'm going to make, and pretty much what Kilburn State is, and King of Anglia, which is the one just before it, all pretty much started about 1999, 98, 99, and I set out to do an album, and it just took so long to do it. After, well, I wasn't actually physically doing it since 1999.
Yeah.
It's just
You had this
what
vision,
with
this
different
idea
stuff.
of,
Yeah.
Okay.
It just took that long for me to get what I wanted.
Okay.
I can't remember what your original question was. Was how did you come to it?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
the
just
story
sort of
behind the
trailing
recording
around
of it.
for years and years. Because there are loads of King of Anglia, especially, which is the more songy one. There are loads of postcodes on it, and it was every postcode that I lived in while I was doing it, and where all of the songs. Because I just kept losing jobs, and then I'd move house a lot, and it was quite. I suppose it's a bit sad. There were a couple of saddies on there already, so yeah, that's why it was quite a time.
So the current one, you said King of Anglia is the previous one, and Kilburn State is the current one that you know. What's the difference between the two?
Kilburn State originally started off as a remix album of King of, because I come from a sort of electronic background, really, electronic and acoustic. So I was a singer-songwriter. Then I went and did more electronic stuff. And so I was working with a guy called Doug Wolfson, and we used to be in a band called Canteen together. And it would always be the thing that you would just remix everything continuously. And so Kilburn State was meant to be a remix of King of Anglia, but actually went off and became another album, because the way I remix things is I virtually take away all of the original track and rewrite.
So rebuild it almost.
Yeah, so it's quite a nice idea to sort of just, Yeah, what would you say is make it abstract, just abstract everything.
Yeah.
So that's how Kilburn State came about. Yeah.
So with the albums, they're very sort of electronic, sort of studio creations almost.
Yeah.
So what's the thought process to transfer that into a one man stand up on a stage? How do you sort of?
I suppose because when I was younger, I was billed as a sort of a singer-songwriter. So I did the proper singer-songwriter thing, and I toured with John Martin when I was, as a support act and all of that stuff.
That must be great.
So I was able to. That's always there.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it's quite a strange thing because it occurred to me the other day. It was like I was desperately trying to do what I do on an album live. I always had it in my head that I had to do that. I probably don't have to. I could pick the songs, I could do the songs, and then the rest of it can be just left for me, from a
personal point of view, when I'm going to see somebody live, I don't want to hear a recreation of the album.
Right.
I'd rather, if it was that, I'd play the album. I want to hear the artist's interpretation of it at that moment. So I like him with the stretched out, or it's a different version, because that's the moment.
Yeah. Well, because it's for me, I think it would be absolutely impossible because I tend not to really know what it is I'm doing, and then I'll do something and I think, oh, I should remember how I did that, and then I don't write it down, and then so by the time something's finished, I can't remember how it was done anyway. There's no way I'm going to be able to do the sound, pre-produce the sound live. I would have to just redo it, which might work out.
So have you got plans at the moment to play with the other people?
Rachel Birkin, who wrote the string arrangement for I Could Not Care Less.
Yeah.
I'm going to work with her, so we're going to, between us, play all of the instruments live. So we're going to have some kind of computer stuff, rhythm stuff, and then between me and Rachel, we're going to do the show. Because she's a violinist, viola, but now she's learning the bass and glockenspiel.
Okay, so it's a musician basically.
Yeah, she's a great musician. She's completely crazy, so it's quite difficult us both being in the same room.
Have you got an idea of where this one's going to go?
No, but I'm quite excited. I think it because she's so musical. Because it was music. Working with her with music is really, really easy. It will go somewhere nice. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, it's good that you've got that sort of belief and understanding. I guess, and comfort. Yeah, that's great.
Tell you now, she is not a he, and he is not a it, and I could not care less. I do not weep for a chippy king, I don't buy the scheme of a blinded millionaire. See, I don't want the things you want. I'm tired of the thread of fire, and I can see what's right and wrong, but you don't understand. You don't understand. I'll tell you now, it's not coming back. And if he ever went, from where did she return? And I wasn't born to pay off the shame and to work off the guilt of crime that never was. See, I don't want the things you want. I'm tired of the thread of fire, and I can see what's right and wrong, but you don't understand. 'Cause you don't understand, 'cause it's not easy. I'll tell you now, she is not a he, and he is not a lit, and I could not care less. See, I don't want the things you want. I'm tired of the thread of fire, and I can see what's right and wrong, but you don't understand. 'Cause you won't understand. 'Cause you don't understand. So you won't understand. 'Cause you don't understand. 'Cause you won't understand.
Alright?
Yeah.
There's some, I think my guitar can't stand heat. Okay. How long we got?
You've got a minute.
For the session? Yeah.
Oh, we got 24 minutes.
Yeah.
Monday's drowned in the shameless chirping of the settled down. They're playing Home Sweet Home. They crash into pieces when they're left alone. Looking down your nose, you'll see everything you ran from so courageously. There's nothing to be gained, you know, from being held to ransom by a band of gold. When you think of me, do you feel a thing? He takes you out, but you could ditch the fool and suffer a little now. And if he has the brains, he knows that he will always take the second place. A meeting of two minds, I'm sure. Nothing complicated, nothing wonderful. floating round the lifestyle scene, compiling notes of nothing for a nowhere dream. And when you think of me, do you feel a thing? When you think of me, do you feel a thing?